I have got so many people request for me to do this. I don't know why, but I am going to read the rules and maybe people can understand them better with me reading them. I'm not going to count on it though because I know I have a twang, but I will try. Alright. Posting and bidding begins Sunday at 6 p.m. and ends Thursday at 8 p.m. That means that from Thursday at 8 until Sunday at 6, nothing else can be posted. That also means that from 8 o'clock and 1 second until 8 o'clock and 59 seconds still counts for you to get your bid in. No express auctions, no making your own rules. I don't know what express auctions are. Someone asked about them, and apparently they allow them on another auction site, and we don't do anything like that here. We also do not do reserves. All items for bid must have a picture, a starting bid, and information about where and when you will meet, or, if picking up from your home, where you live and when you will be there. The last highest bid at 8 o'clock p.m., but before 8:01 p.m. wins. Should two identical bids come in at 8 o'clock and before 8:01, the first identical bid is the winner, since the second person would have had to have bidded higher than the first in order to win. What this means is, say there is an item and Julia and I both decide to wait until the very last minute to bid. And I decided to just go ahead and type in my max bid, which is $5. And Julia comes in right behind me, but she doesn't see where I typed in $5. And she's like, well, I'll just go ahead and I'll bid $5. And she bids $5. I would win because I got my $5 bid in first. And in order for her to have won, she would have had to have bidded at least $5.05 in order for her to win. And I do not think this is in the rules, and we have a lot of trouble with this every Thursday night, and I need to add it, and I will as soon as I get done with this tutorial. In order to rule winners, you hover over your timestamp, and it will tell you. And in fact, I will do a tutorial on just how to rule winners, in fact. So yeah, I'll do that. Number 2, items must be clean, new, or like new condition. If there are any defects, marks, or stains, please make it known up front. Buyers have the right to ask for proof of items working like TVs and radios. What you see in the picture is what you should get for the starting bid. No saying runner-up bidder gets second choice of items posted. What this means is, say, I know we had somebody last week that had rings, and they were all different kinds of rings, and the starting bid was, I think, $1, and they were like, highest bid gets their choice, and next highest bid gets their choice, and so far, and all that. No, we don't do that. What you see in the picture has to be what you win for your winning bid. Okay, number 3. If you bid on an item, you cannot take it back or delete it. If you do, you will be deleted. You cannot delete items that have bids on them. Doing so will result in immediate deletion. Before you delete any posting, and I mean if it has bids or if it does not have bids, which you cannot delete anything that does have bids unless you have broken it or something while the auction is still going on. Please check with an admin. If you are caught deleting or editing a bid, you will be deleted immediately as well. And we take this very seriously. Alright, 3B. All bids must be placed in at least 5-cent increments. Those are nickels. You can bid in higher increments, but not in penny bids. You cannot bid 501, 503, 517, 529, nothing like that. And I need to clarify that in the rules because we did have a situation last week with that. You can bid a nickel, a dime, a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents, $5, $10, $100, whatever you want to bid. It just has to be at least a nickel, no more pennies. That is one less thing that sellers have to worry about, is having pennies for change. Number 4, list at your own free will. Neither Facebook, LC Auction Action, nor admins will be responsible for any items not as advertised or any fraudulent transactions. I know we had a case of counterfeit money going around the county. And I believe we cleared the group of people that had anything to do with that. But if it does ever happen, we cannot be held responsible for it, and I'm pretty sure that everyone does know that. All right. That also means that if you buy something and it's broke, we cannot be held responsible for it. But I do ask that you PM me or another admin, but I like for people to PM me because I do keep a notebook of everything that goes on. If you would message me, let me know about the item, and I will message the seller on your behalf if you want me to. If you do not want me to, I don't have to say anything, but I do make a note of it. Sometimes people will make it right and give you your money back. Sometimes they won't. If they don't make it right, then I delete and ban them. So, if you're thinking of selling something broken, just remember that. Number 5. This is a big one. If you are a part of the larger meet we do on Saturdays at noon in the Coliseum parking lot, please bring correct change. I cannot stress that enough. 2, have a list of who you owe and how much you owe them. 3, bring a sign with your name on it if you are a seller and either attach it to your person or your vehicle. Amy McBride Shelton sells these signs. They are laminated. You attach them to your car. She also sells them with holes in them and string through them, and you wear them around your neck. They help a lot. It's in the rules. You're required to have one. Number 4, if you're a buyer and use the envelope system, please put your name, the seller's name, and how much is in the envelope. Number 5, do not leave until after 12. We state that we meet at 12, and that means 12, not 11 or 11:30. You will be held responsible if you leave early without picking up all your items. It is not required that you meet on Saturdays at noon at the Coliseum, but it does make it very convenient, and you will probably see that you have more sales by doing so. Ask any member, it's true. Number 6, ask about the item before bidding. Admins cannot be held responsible for condition of items, but if there are problems with any item, the seller should be agreeable in working with you on a refund or exchange. Kind of the same as number 4. Number 7, must pick up or drop off as agreed. If you do not show up for a pickup at time agreed, seller can relist item and will notify admins of your failure. If you are a no-show and do not respond to PMs, tags, etc., you will be deleted. Sellers, if a buyer is a no-show, you have the right to sell to any interested party at the meets or to relist at the beginning of the new auction. And you do. So, if your person did not let you know that they would be there, that they would not be there before the time of the meet, then you are not required to hold it for them at all. I know emergencies come up, but here again, 90% of this group does things on their cell phone. We have a member directory. It takes 5 seconds to get on and just type, not going to be at meet today. I mean, you could do voiceover and get that typed in 3 seconds flat. So, if you would like to bid on things but know ahead of time you cannot make the scheduled meet, PM the seller and ask can other arrangements be made before ever bidding on the items. We have a lot of trouble with this. People will bid $5, but only if I can pick up at a later time. No, that's not allowed. If I see it, I delete it. PM the person, let them know that you're not going to do it. You can ask 20 different people. I, as an admin, did it last week because I was not going to have anyone to pick up for me last week. Message them first. Ask them, can they hold it for you or can you pick up at a later time? It takes all of 10 seconds. Not that hard. Okay. Number 8. If you have a question or issue, please PM an admin. Do not post drama on the site. I'm going to add to this to also not post your no-shows on the site because we have had trouble with that and I've had to delete people for doing it. And anybody that you ask will tell you we don't tolerate the drama on the site. We will delete the person posting it and the person that you're talking about. So, make it very easy. Number 9, if you have your item on this site, do not offer it on any other site. Reason being, if you sell your item on another site, but you have a bid in on your item, at 8 o'clock Thursday night. That person is going to think that they won this item, and then you have sold it on another site, and that will just cause lots of trouble all the way around. So, if that happens, you'll be deleted. Number 10, excuse me. My God, we've already been doing this for 10 minutes. Number 10, please only post individual pics. One picture per post and per item. Posting more than one photo at a time will result in removal of the post. And it says no albums. I have not updated that. We do allow albums now. But if you choose to go on ahead and still do the individual pictures, you can still only do one. They will be deleted. And someone's calling me now, but I'm going to try to finish this. Make sure all items have a picture, description, starting bid, and tell when and where pickup will be. That's already on here, but guess what? We have so much trouble with it, I put it on here twice. Only one picture allowed per item. That's right above too, but we still have people do it every week. If you upload more than one, all will be deleted. Thank you. The reason for this is because they split up from the original post, causing confusion, and they do. If you've ever done it, you'll know because you have received a PM from me telling you why I have deleted it. Any member who blocks an admin on this site will be deleted and banned. All items must be packaged with buyer's name, seller's name, description of items, and amount. And they do. They should be in either a Walmart bag or a box if you are part of the meet, because we are graciously allowed to use the Coliseum lot. However, it is county owned, so we as taxpayers keep it up. But we are able to use it because we are not up there actually buying and selling. We are swapping and dropping off and delivering items that have already been sold. That is how we get to use it. Number 14, scavenger sale. We have a lot of trouble with this one. So this may end up being a 20-minute long tutorial. This is where you may sell unsold items. The seller has the right to refuse any offers. Sale is for 12 hours only. Begins immediately after the auction ends at 8 p.m. and runs until Friday 8 a.m. The first person to make an offer needs to be addressed first. After the seller has either countered or declined that offer and the first bidder has decided to pass, oh, I see a grammatical error there, then another bidder may step in and either accept the lingering offer or try to make another offer. It's all in the spirit of having fun. What this means is if you see someone has made an offer on something that you would have liked to have made an offer on, you cannot make an offer on that until the first offer has been responded to. If I see where people make offers on things that had offers to begin with, I delete them. If I see where someone has got by me and made an offer after another person made an offer that was higher and the seller accepted the higher offer without ever addressing the first offer, which was lower, then I will PM the seller and let them know that what they did was wrong, because it is. It's in the rules. Alright, once an offer has been made by a buyer and declined by the seller, the buyer has 1 hour to respond back. If the buyer has not responded within the hour, then another buyer may step in and make another offer. But just common courtesy, keep a check, and if the seller does not accept your offer, just simply put pass. Because to me, if I really want an item, I will stalk it and keep a check to see if there has been a response. And I do, if I really want an item. If not, then, it's no big deal. But you get that hour, and I think that's more than enough time to be able to respond to the seller. Also, this is something that is not in the rules. Well, yeah, I guess it is. To clarify, as long as you have made an offer before 8 a.m., the seller has as long as needed to get back to you and either accepting the offer or making a counteroffer. I understand some people work, take kids to school, etc. With that being said, once the seller comes back, you still only have the hour to either pass or accept. No one else can step in and accept the item or make any offers after the 8 a.m. deadline on scavenger sale. So, what that means is, say you made an offer at 8:30 Thursday night, and somebody does not respond to your offer until 4 o'clock Friday evening. Well, they can still do that, and they can still say the item was $5 and you offered $3, but they say they can't sell it for less than $5. You still have the 1 hour to accept the item for $5. However, if you do not respond within that hour, then it's just not going to be sold, and it can be sold the next week. You do not have to accept any offer lower than your starting bid, but you must accept your starting bid. This means if you have something listed for $20 and it gets no bids and somebody offers $10 in scavenger sale, you do not have to take the $10. But you can tell them no, you cannot take less than the $20, and if they still want it for the $20, you do have to accept the $20. But only up until Friday at 8 a.m. 15. And we really enforce this rule this week. All pics must be deleted no later than 12 noon Sunday. However, do not delete pics before the meet Saturday. That way, if there is any problem, we can come back to the page and have all the info we need. This rule will be strictly enforced. If there are photos still in the feed after 12 on Sunday, the members who listed them will be deleted. It is not admin's responsibility to delete photos. If you have no way of deleting photos, then please do not post. And I hate it that I have to say that, but if you cannot figure out how to delete your pictures after me taking the time to do these tutorials, then please do not post anything on this site. We had over 5,000 pictures last week, and we cannot deal with that kind of volume if you're not going to delete your pictures. But the deal about not deleting the pictures before the meet. If you notified the winner, tagged them in the item, they liked it or said thank you, you can go on ahead and delete that picture before the meet. That is fine. And I need to update that. There are a lot of things in the rules I need to update. I try to do it as I get time. No pets, firearms, or vehicles, automobiles may be listed for auction. Also, admins reserve the right to deem anything inappropriate and remove it from the site after notifying the seller. A lot of times I don't notify the seller first. I just go on ahead and delete it, especially if it's really offensive or if it just completely violates the rules. But I do notify the seller that I deleted it and why I deleted it. Another rule we have trouble with. You may bump only 5 items per hour once per hour. 5 bumps per hour only. It gives everyone a chance to be on top. This means if you have 20 items, you can bump 5 of your items at 1 o'clock, and come back at 2 o'clock and bump 5 more. I don't care if you only bump the same 5 items or bump 5